Greetings, meatbags. Today we have some more information about Timbo, and it is probably not something he wants to hear.
Really? That guy doesn't want to hear anything unless it's how great he is.
Great is a relative concept. For example, it's possible to accomplish great deeds, and it's also possible to inflict great suffering. So if he wants to hear about greatness, we can talk about how greatly he screwed up when he threatened my Mercado 7 years or so ago.
Would it surprise you to learn he doesn't think he did anything wrong? Yeah, it didn't raise an eyebrow here either. Circa 2019, he found himself on a Discord call or live stream panel, explaining how he, nicely, invited her to die, if she wanted to, over comments she made about supporting police action against Timbo's favorite hash stalls.
We're also going to look at the Timbo of today to see he hasn't changed a whole lot. Nothing is his fault. He has no lessons to learn. Yada, yada.
So here we go, back to 2019.
One of the trolls is reading Potato, then known as Kitty Style, an article from a newspaper in Denmark about Mercado and the threats Timbo made.
A 29-year-old man from Haderslev is facing possible jail time for making threats against a conservative MP, Mai Mercado. The threats were made on Facebook last Friday after Mercado expressed her satisfaction with police action against cannabis sales in Christiania. I don't know how to say that. Excuse my Dutch here.
Yeah.
Mercado said that she will withhold any statement until she sees the outcome of the preliminary hearing tomorrow. I think that's very fair of her.
But then she goes on to not.
Whoa! You said that you were only interrupted. That it was.
No, yeah. Okay, go on.
Did she say something? Okay. Since she blocked the man on her Facebook page, his original comments are no longer visible. But Mercado shared a selection of some of the things the man posted on her page. Burn in hell.
Ding, ding.
You never
Nope,
said burn in hell.
Never.
What did you say then?
Not that. I haven't said that.
Then what'd you say?
Nothing. I haven't said that.
So you said nothing now.
Well, I haven't said that.
What did you say?
Well, what did I say? I haven't said that.
What did you say though?
What do you mean? What did I say
though? Correct the record right now.
The troll goes by the name Danish Police and is asking Timbo a very simple question. If Timmy didn't tell her to burn in hell, what did he say to her?
You're on Kitty Styles and you're on Danish Police. You have the whole Stream.me world watching. Correct the record. Tell us what you actually said.
I asked the politician if she wanted to die. And then based on that, I just said, well, if she wanted to, then I double dared her
I hope you and your disgusting child.
Let me finish before.
That's
come
not
on.
Necessarily a threat.
Come on, let me finish. You're asking me a question and you want me to answer, but then you interrupt me when I answer you. It's not fair, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, basically, what I said was that I asked this politician. I asked her if she wanted to die. Question mark. Right?
Well, no, Timbo, that isn't right. At least in the sense that it was justifiable. To keep everything in focus, the police cracked down on hash sales. Hash, by the way, is a refined cannabis product. Mercado spoke out in favor of their actions. And that's it. That is all she did. Yet by Timbo's own admission, he thinks she's asking to die. While we support cannabis, we can't say we think anyone should die over it. Timmy, on the other hand, sees things differently. Or at least he did in 2019. We doubt his feelings have changed.
And then after that, I say, because if you do so, then I double dare you, motherfucker. Just say all the crap you want to people on the internet.
Are you fucking kidding me? What, you actually said that?
Yeah.
You said, do you want to die? And if so, keep saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
That is a complete death threat, Kitty.
You know, Timbo, you're in the same sort of position she is. If you really thought something as simple as supporting police action can draw death-worthy attention, why are you so surprised people on the internet have issues with your potato bullshit.
Like, do you not realize that?
And then in the end, I say that
You can't just plow over it. Acknowledge that that is a fucking giant fucking death threat that you gave her.
All right. Well, if that's so, then it is so. I also got sentenced for it, so it's no different, anyways.
So then what's the whole argument here? Because you told me it was all about corrupt government before.
All right. Well, that's what I said. Now go on with the article and see where it fails.
So now that we've come to self-realization here.
No, there's no self-realization. I said what I said. There's nothing.
At the time this happened, Timbo had a relative who was also involved with Danish politics. We assume he sees himself as a victim of politics somehow. While that kind of thing does indeed happen, here in this case, it's not like they had to go out of their way to make up evidence or anything. It was posted on Facebook, he broke the law, cut and dried.
Like, I said what I said. There's nothing more, there's nothing less, nothing more to say about it. I said what I said. I never said anything about what I said. You need to hear specifically what it is that I'm complaining about in this.
You want to die because if you do, keep doing what you're doing. Implying that if she said something, that you would kill her.
Nope. Here,
That is exactly what... So then how else would she die?
if somebody did something to her. There was lots of people that wanted to stab her. There was lots of...
Do you control other people?
No, exactly. I don't.
So then what is it your place to tell her what she should and shouldn't do?
Here, I didn't tell her what to do. I didn't tell her what to say or what to do. This is exactly what I leave up to her. Anyways, I have the Facebook post here, so I'll read it. All I'm saying is, I have a question for my Mikado. Would you like to die? Because if you want to, then please do however fits you. Then maybe you'll see like you end up like the woman in England. And then then I go on to say, you're playing with your life and your child's life. Just a warning, or just a heads up. And then parenthesis, I wouldn't do anything, but I do understand that the emotions that people have. And your baby. I express my understanding of people's emotions. That's what I did.
What English politician?
Can we see? No. Can we see the post? You said you have it.
I just read it to you.
No, I mean, can we see it physically?
I
just set it up on.
I just pull it up on my stream.
Oh, I apologize. I don't have your stream up. Can you please pull it up one more time?
What English politician were you referring to? I didn't hear.
Joe Cox, but I don't mention it in the post.
Is that the one that Sargon threatened?
I don't know. I have no idea. She died. She got stabbed in England.
Is that the direct translation from Dutch?
I translated it to English for you.
Well, can I hear the Dutch version of it?
It was the correct translation. I can translate it again.
Call us suspicious, but we don't believe Timbo's translation of Danish, not Dutch. Why? Because we've caught him in several lies already. Let's have a look at what the paper said he wrote.
Wow! That's some spicy wording, Timbo. Meaty me would probably say something like that to someone who pissed him off. YouTube isn't big on violence in children, so we've had to blur some of the words. However, a link to the article will be in the description.
Well, but I want to hear it in Dutch.
Why would you want to hear it in Dutch?
Because.
Okay, I'll read it again. I don't understand Dutch. This is Danish.
I don't understand Dutch.
This is Danish.
Whatever the fuck it is. Your language, your native language, the language that it was spoken in.
I don't see why.
Sure you do, Spudhead. You're afraid they'll take your Danish version and run it through Google Translate or something. It was available and pretty good in 2019. If you fudge the translation, Google would catch you, and you don't want that to happen. It's obvious.
I just wanted to hear the direct thing so that if I asked somebody else, they could say the exact same translation.
Yeah, but it is precise. The translation is precise. So I'll translate again.
Well, I don't trust you, and I want to be able to ask somebody that I trust.
Why wouldn't you?
I just said I don't trust
me
you.
with the. Why would you? Why would you not trust me with a translation?
Because you have every reason to lie. And you have in the past. Remember when you tried passing off the thing with your sister as just an edgy joke? Or here, have a look at this text conversation where your ex called you out for lying. About her. You are not trustworthy, Timbo.
Because you've been calling me for the past week. Why would I trust you on anything?
You were exposing my information and I told you not to. So that's,
okay,
the reason why I did that.
That doesn't mean that I trust you all of a sudden.
No, but if I'm willing to give you the information, I already paid my sentence, I already paid my time, then what's the deal for me to lie about it?
That's easy. You don't want people to look at you as a creep for threatening a politician and her kid over a simple comment. Nobody wants to follow or be friends with a creep, and as you're looking for both of those things, you can't have people telling the truth about you. It'll make getting friends and followers incredibly hard. Duh!
The conversation went on for a couple dozen minutes, going back and forth about why Danish police, the troll, didn't trust Timbo. As you've already heard the germane part, let's move on to more recent potato news. Here we have some captured screenshots from inside the Potato Discord server. In them we see Tater doing what he does. Self-pity, gaslighting, and making observations about his life that don't make him look good.
This statement really digs to the heart of his problems. He doesn't think there are any lessons for him to learn, and he is wrong. So very wrong. Here's a big one he really tries hard to overlook. Putting yourself in public invites scrutiny. You, Timbo, have a dark past that is easily available to anyone online. You may have forgiven yourself, but that doesn't cut it for society as a whole. So, whenever you restart your online career, you will face the same past because you have already been exposed. Just like Raxo. In fact, the very idea that you could nuke your kitty-style persona and switch to potato like nothing happened before is pure Cyraxx thinking. It doesn't work for him and it won't work for you, Potato Kitty.
Especially because we now have the equivalent of the Kate texts, highlighting your sicko nature and excuses. There are more of these, which we will reveal in a future video. However, this here is your version of your turn, cutie. You admit to things on an even worse level than Raxo. This series of text messages will follow you the rest of your life as long as you stay in the public eye.
Think about it, Timbo. Surely you must have thought something similar to everyone else whenever Raxo tried starting fresh. What, does he think he's going to become a superstar and bypass the trolls? Impossible, because even if he had a modicum of talent, anyone who discovered it would be turned off as soon as they saw the Kate texts. In essence, he's trying to swim up a waterfall. And so are you. Imagine you had a successful restart and somehow changed your persona so that people actually wanted to spend time with you. The more popular you get, the more likely someone who knows about you will come forward and expose your past. You're in the same no-win situation as Meaty Me.
But that's not all. As we can see from your recent Discord activity, you're still the same old Timbo you've always been. Saying one thing, meaning another, throwing self-pity parties. Here, let's have a look. As we can see, Timbo says he doesn't want to run anything on the right. On the left, a log from his former kitty-style server. The list is mostly people Timbo has booted. Wow, Timbo. If you booted half this number from your garden server, it's no wonder the tree is thriving.
Really, dude, that list is a digital bloodbath of server ejections. Probably a good thing Discord doesn't tell incoming people how many have been booted. A lot of folks would have probably just unsubbed right away. However, we've saved the best or worst, depending on your outlook, message showing exactly who you are for last. And here it is. You really rather would be sitting on the couch than raising a child you helped create. What kind of shepherd says that? A really shitty one, we expect. It says a lot about you when you bemoan not having your child, then in the very same message, act thankful you don't. So you can simply sit on the couch? If you care so little for someone related by blood, how the hell can anyone expect you to truly care about them?